What is good, YouTube? It's Jay Coffee Talk back again. And listen, we're going to talk once more about this whole debate dilemma that's always going down regarding snitching, not snitching, civilian, street person, street individual, living that life, not living that life, being a concerned citizen, being a taxpayer, debate dilemma that's always going on. We're going to talk a little bit more about it right now. You guys see, I'm on Old Man Ebro's Instagram page, and you see he's reacting to this footage that he shared here of Pharrell. I did a video on this yesterday. Pharrell was just on Drink Champs and put it out there to Nori. And who watched that episode, man? I gotta check that episode out in full. Them dudes go way back. I caught the majority of it. But anyways, um, he was like, listen, I will call 911 with the quickness. I pay taxes. I believe, I'm happy that there is a system set up for citizens to be able to protect themselves. If I have to call 911, like, with no hesitation. I'm a snitch. Call me what you want to call me. Not everybody's tough. And real quick, not everybody is tough. A lot of times, the people you see hopping around, calling everyone snitches and things like that, are not only people who are not tough, are people who will snitch in a heartbeat or have. You know what I mean? And with what Pharrell was saying about the whole system in place and everything, like, no system or anything going on is perfect. There's flaws and everything, but there cannot be total anarchy in the world. You know what I mean? And when I say that, I'm not saying everything that goes on and is set up, society is perfect. Hell no. But we can't just have chaos out there. Like, guys, comment on this. Let's talk. As always, new viewers, make sure to join the discussion, the debate. Make sure to subscribe. This is Jay Coffee Talk with Team Coffee. It's all about hearing what you guys got to say. We talk it all on this channel. But anyways, Ebro said, I say this exact same thing 2 times a year minimum. Okay. Immortal technique. Would you guys call him an underground legend? Like, he's kind of underground, but I don't know, but not really. Everyone knows who he is. But he tapped in and says, but if you're not in the streets, that's not snitching. Man, that title is misleading. Snitching is people being part of a crime and then selling your people out because you can't deal with the consequences. He's saying, don't bring that ish near me because I'll call the cops. That is something else, real quick, that Pharrell did say, that he lets people know, yo, please don't bring me around the bullshit. I'm not with all that. He says he's actually not saying I'm snitching. He's saying I have nothing to do with the streets. So calling the police when I'm in danger is logical. I see the police being called as a more dangerous in many cases. But let's get it right. He's saying I'm a civilian, and therefore those discredit the street codes don't apply, or discreet, he misspelled something there. Street codes don't apply to me, which in this case is true if he wants no part of that life. In a way, he sees it as someone trying to frame him by association and him not allowing that. Why are people mad at him? For him, he's right. Just please don't use it to justify telling LOL. So once again, this is something we talk about all the time. Um, in the hip hop world, like I was saying in many videos, Tekashi 6ix9ine's whole situation brought up a big snitching conversation that's been going on for a long time, where a lot of people said in 6ix9ine's situation they would have told. And, based on what Immortal Technique and many other people have said here, 6ix9ine, he was involved in that lifestyle and told. But just back to what I was saying, not everyone is so tough. And what happens is, I bring this up all the time, a lot of the youth get on this kick like they got to be gangsters and et cetera. And, it's like people live in a fantasy world sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm just curious to know what everyone thinks about this. Like, for instance, I've known someone that was a good dude, you know what I mean? Used to kind of be involved in the streets, but not really, had been away from that lifestyle for a long time, over 5 years, had been living the civilian lifestyle. And then a friend of his, right, that he had been cool with, but did him wrong many times, you know what I'm saying, was a crackhead that he kind of tried to distance himself from and had screwed him over many times, robbed his house. And long story short, he hadn't even been rocking with the dude anymore. Dude robbed his house, and with his insurance or whatever that like covered burglaries or whatever, he had to report the items being stolen. The crackhead dude had went and pawned them just on some bullshit just to go get high. So through that whole process, with them recovering the merchandise, it was pawned at the place under the crackhead dude's, ID. He went down. He actually went to prison for it, and it was like very valuable stuff. And he tried to tell the dude, "Hey, can you just get the stuff back?" And the dude told him, "Yo, Fluck, I don't know what you're talking about," rather than just coming clean. He tried to even go about it that way. But that guy went, upstate, came home, and was telling people, "Yo, such and such is a snitch." And I was like, man, I don't really see it that way. That dude had been out of that life for a long time. He had distanced himself from that dude because he was on that bullshit, and he had did that guy a lot of favors. Dude robbed his house. He tried to talk to him, because, the word gets around, yo, such and such robbed your house. And he said, yo, my man, you got to go get that shit back. Um, First off, I should bust your motherfucking head open, but you got to go get that back. And dude, I don't know what you're talking about. He, with the insurance, he put out the police report, bing, bang, boom. I don't know. Like, comment, guys. Let me know your thoughts on that. But, well, let's see what this person says. Yep, Pharrell is referring to civilian stuff. LOL, totally understandable reaction there. And real people who are about that life by choice or birth would agree with him as well. Just like we would accept our own grandparents to make that same call. Folks keep mixing up terms in the mainstream. Some things weren't meant to be mainstream. Man, that's just like a random comment that I read right there, but she put it perfectly. Great point. I mentioned that in another video, and I was just saying in this video about, the youth being influenced by all this stuff. A lot of them just feel like they gotta act like they're cut from that cloth, like they're the toughest, and this gang culture and street lifestyle becomes a trending thing, and it was never meant to be trending or, like she put it, mainstream. You feel me? Like, hit the comments, guys. Let me know what you think about this. But everyone's been talking about this whole thing, what Pharrell said here. So when I seen Ebro and Immortal Technique speaking on it, I thought, let me share it with the people, see what they think. So let me know what you think. I'm out of here. New viewers, sub to the channel. It's J Coffee Talk. I'm gone.